Give yourself a quick introduction for the morons in chat that may not know who you are.
Well, I play Lucio pretty good in the Overwatch League. There you go.
Pass it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And are you going to be potentially trying out for a World Cup this year?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing World Cup.
Maybe you'll get the position. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. The competition's pretty steep. Okay, so this is Lore, and let me actually read out Lore's message for us. Okay, so Lore says, top 500 Lucio. Thank you for the opportunity, they say, first off. I'm currently a GM1 Lucio main with a top 100 peak in Overwatch 2 and a 4.4k rank 12 peak in Overwatch 1. This is around low GM scrims, somewhere around that. And I skipped through this one. It looks like mostly like dive versus Reinhardt for the most part. So I guess
that's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, this is why I picked it. It's very unorthodox, right? So I guess without getting too hard into the specifics until we see exactly what we're rolling out on, what are you thinking as Lucio in this matchup, just from the get-go?
You want to try your best to avoid their Rein. Like, just only be shooting him when you have nothing better to be doing.
Okay, why is that?
And then mainly, because you're just never going to kill him. It's Overwatch 2, he's got like 700 health, giant shield. You don't have Discord or Anti on your team, so it's going to be practically impossible.
True. So is Lucio the best pick for the situation, or would you pick another hero if you had this knowledge?
On push, Lucio's always good.
Why is that?
To get more fights in.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. So if we're sticking on Lucio, let's actually skip to like what their second DPS is. So there we go, Sojourn, Cass with BAP here. What are you thinking?
So you could play Mercy into this and just rely on your like Sojourn one-shotting people if you damage boost him, but again, it's pretty hard against Rein.
Sure. Okay.
That's like a new Queen Street specific thing because it's such a wide open map that it's going to be easy for your Sojourn to farm and get value.
Sure.
But this is I'd say the Winston team should win this in this matchup.
Why do you think that's the case?
It's just very hard for the enemy team to deal with Winston. With Lucio BAP, you're pretty much just going to get ping-ponged and dove forever. And it's going to be really hard for you to stop the dives, especially with double hit scan as well. You've got no flanker to harass enemy Kiriko.
Right. So where do we fit into that, like, I guess, win condition or playstyle as Lucio?
You just want to be ping-ponging with your Winston, so like jumping in, jumping out, waiting for them to mess up their cooldowns and just get a lucky kill, pretty much.
Okay, sounds good. So we're almost playing like a third dive hero essentially here, or fourth dive hero essentially.
Yeah.
Okay,
you just play as a diver. You don't really need to be peeling for your Kiriko. There's nothing that can chase your Kiriko around the map.
Okay.
Because they just have like this super static comp, and then you might need to amp speed for your Sojourn if she gets rushed, but that's all the peeling you need to do. Okay,
makes sense. Now, would this apply as well if they were on, like, let's say, Ram, if they're on Sig with snipers, maybe they're on a damage-boosted Sojourn with Mercy? Would the similar kind of logic in terms of we're not peeling, we're mostly kind of enabling aggression apply, or would it be a little bit different?
Yeah, I think it's just because you've got a dive comp with the support that can peel for themselves.
Sure.
The enemy team doesn't have any flanking or any sort of dive potential.
Got it. If they did have a flanker, would you be focused on that?
Yeah. So if they had a Tracer, even in this Rein comp, you'd spend half the game just chasing Tracer.
Got it. Makes sense. Okay, sounds good. All right, let's see how we do. Do you have a target priority when you see this comp? I mean, obviously it depends on like how they're positioned, but do you see anything that like looks especially attractive to you?
Whatever your Winston Tracer can get on. Sure. You're not like the main diver, so you're just following them.
Okay.
I think first thing I'd say instantly here is take the left bridge.
So here.
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
They can't shoot you out, you got good cover.
Okay.
And it's just free space.
Sure.
Like they've not tried to take it because they can't.
Sure. Okay. And then from here, it's easier to actually get to the targets that you want without having to like reach so far.
Yeah, you're halfway there. You're not going to have to run across the whole map.
Right.
Like standing at the back here, your Winston jumps, so you're about to run across the whole map.
Right. And either we're going to die in the process or we're going to be unbelievably late.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Like half the Casses and Sojourns just one-shot you there.
Right. You could feel it right there. Like it felt like massive value, but just a little bit late. Okay, makes sense. That's the fight. We'll go next.
It is pretty low quality. I don't know what you can do about that.
It's and sadly the bitrate. If it gets really bad, we could deal with the stream delay. Yeah, exactly. So I guess here's my question for you. So this is something that I'm not really sure I have the answer to. So we're helping our core here on the dive or whatever. But I'm also noticing right here, Soccer Mom 720 is on the flank, right? Now maybe this position.
You should go with them.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. So is that just like a good general rule to be with the flanker here to assist the flanker, or is there a time when you go with your Sojourn? Because it's tricky, right?
It is. I think if your Sojourn is about to get fucked,
right?
You can tell if your Sojourn has no shift and they're stuck in main and the enemy team is all looking at her,
right?
You're gonna need to peel. But here, this situation, like your Sojourn's at the back of the map, it's a super open map, so they can't just run across like 200 meters in the open and get to her.
Right. Your Sojourn should be safe enough where she's at. Okay, that makes sense. And from here,
and Kiriko can peel for her as well.
True.
Either Lucio or Kiriko needs to be with Tracer.
True. So you want to assist the Tracer, look for when the wonky dives, you can actually stage thing. And it feels a little bit like the bridge situation again too, where this position maybe that your Tracer's taking is a little bit quicker for you to follow up on the dive, whereas maybe this here feels so far.
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
You're having this problem where like the Rein is in your way. And you want to do anything you can to run away, to find space that isn't on this Rein.
Right, that makes sense.
Well, you're just going to end up shooting a shield.
Right, exactly. Okay. And then again, it feels like we're reaching, you know?
Yeah. Also, like, you're not getting any value from your aura. You're only healing people that your Kiriko can already heal. Like, if you go with the Tracer on the side, her recall's not going to get forced as easily, and she can stay more time. Like, she can stay way longer in the backline.
So you're saying it's not even necessarily about the number of targets that you have in the aura, but the people that you have in the aura that your other support can't otherwise heal.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like, Kiriko is fine to just be spamming here down main. Like, she can hit lucky shots, but you can't.
Okay, so let me ask you a question here. So if we're on the flank here with our Tracer, let's say we're doing this properly. If I can move this screen, there you go. So we're on the flank.
I would go through Jim.
Okay, so you go through here. Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's say we synchronize our dive here. The Winston's in. What are you looking for at this point in time?
Just either one of the hit scans or like whoever your Winston dives or BAP.
Okay. And when you're diving a hit scan,
even if your Winston dives on like the Cassidy or the Sojourn, if you're on the BAP, then it's harder for the BAP to heal.
True.
And then you can, like, you're making it easier for your Winston Tracer to get kills.
True. Maybe even here we could boop the Sojourn BAP off of high.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in Jim here and you're coming from that angle, because you've got a Winston coming from main, a Tracer coming from behind, and you're going to be coming to Jim, so they're not going to be looking at you.
Right, that makes sense.
You'll just have, like, a free jump on their backline. Just alleviate some pressure from your...
Yep, true. Oh, nice boop. The guy should die, he doesn't die. Sad.
Lucky.
But it does.
So it was the right idea, though.
Yeah. It's like this is the weakness of the Reinhardt, right? Like they don't have the tank that can contest this space.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're.
But again, you're still stuck with your Kiriko Sojourn, which is where you don't want to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're inting hard.
I mean, the monkey's just having a rough time.
Yeah.
This is the most you can do.
Yeah.
Not the most coordinated dives.
No, definitely not. Now we're playing Sombra, I guess. We have the right idea, I guess. We're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See here, I'd say go somewhere else. Find some other space. They know you're here. It's really hard for you to like make up that distance.
Right.
With a Sojourn looking at you.
Right. Let's like shift our attention. Like, let's say that we were with our team here. By the way, we've gone Cassidy dive now because that was definitely we needed more damage to kill the Reinhardt.
Yeah. If we shoot the shield harder, he'll die, right?
Right. Surely, guys. Okay. So we're in this situation here, but we're actually in a position to do something. What are you thinking positionally here? What's the game plan?
Well, for the team or just for Lucio?
It's just for Lucio specifically.
I mean, your comp's kind of dog shit. I don't know what you can really do with that.
Let's say that we were still on Tracer with our soccer mom friend.
I would want to be in that like high ground little room because again, you've got so many different doors that you can jump from. Right. And if your Winston goes through one and you go through the other, you're not going to get looked at. They're always going to look at the Winston.
Right. So I'm noticing a pattern here. It's about finding an off angle with our DPS to control.
Yeah, but not too so far away from everyone else. But because this is like obviously way too wide right now.
So it's like a question of off angles / like utilizing our mobility and like playing to the range of your hero, not like getting too far away, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, I see Law saying is stuck behind enemy team. You can just go around the map here. At the end of the fight, you can go around the map on the side.
Yeah. Okay. This is just tragic. Oh no! No way!
I mean, that's fine. Making space.
Did you see that? Oh my days! There's no way that happens. All right, we gotta watch this 0.25 speed.
Wait, you got pinned there? Oh, okay, that's just unlucky. That can happen.
That's crazy. That's wild. All right, well, we win the prime. That's like dive in a nutshell, playing versus dive. It's like you lose every fight, and then you get primal rage, and then you just win.
Once you start cycling ults against this Rein comp, it should be so easy.
Yeah. I speak from experience. Rein ults versus dive suck.
Yeah.
Unless you're just hottie and you just shatter literally anything that you can see.
Unless hottie hits like a random pin or shatter every fight, which he did.
I distinctly remember playing with Landon with Bap Window, and it was more like, let's just use Bap Window to make them dive. Like, it's just a useless ultimate. Okay. So, I'm assuming it's going to be more of the same. More along the lines of playing bridge, something along those lines, setting up for dives, trying to work with your DPS.
Yeah.
We've flip-flopped now. We've got Fire Resist or whatever on Tracer now, so this is funny.
Done a quick roll swap.
Okay.
But again, you're looking at Rein quite a lot.
True. So even if we miss most of our shots, just look at DPS.
Yeah. I mean, making their BAP heal more than one target is going to be annoying for him as well. Like, this is good. You've got a nice angle, your Winston's just dead.
Yeah.
Say team gap for this bit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had beat faster from playing the previous fights better, you could have beat it for it.
We're in the 430 beat gap at the moment here. Oh, we could 2v1 this, surely. Yeah, we got it. Yep. Oh.
Even if you don't kill him, that's good enough.
It's good zoning, yeah. 2v1. Yeah, we take it. We're on Ramatra now, so Ramatra dive. Okay, so we've pivoted a little bit. I guess we're quote-unquote brawl mirror now. So you're playing with the Ram. I think, personally, I don't know how you feel, I think there's a little bit more responsibility with assisting our tank now, a little bit more than before. Would you agree? Yep. Okay.
I would. Again, you should help Tracer where you can.
Right. So when a Ram doesn't need assistance, Tracer... otherwise Ram. So bouncing between those two. So when you're with Tracer, we've talked about responsibilities with Tracer. Let's talk about responsibilities with Ramatra, and also this probably carries over to Reinhardt a little bit as well. What are your responsibilities with these tanks?
With Ram, you want to have Amp when he wants to go aggressive with Nemesis.
Okay.
So
okay.
If he's got Nemesis up, you want to have Amp up at the same time so that he can just run at squishy and one-shot them.
Right. So it's not about.
I haven't scrimmed with Ram apart from like one map yesterday, and that was pretty much it.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, let's
in ranked, that's what I do. Just save Amp for shift or ult, and then run at people.
Sure. And the key thing is, even in ranked, you don't even necessarily need the Ram to call. You just use your eyeballs, or you just here. There it is. Okay, my amp is ready because you know they're going to do it at some point in time. For beat here, so this is obviously they don't have something that we specifically need to counter, like the blade. So what's the beat for?
Use an ult.
Okay. Just use it.
Almost every time, because it's just such a dangerous ult.
Got it. Makes sense.
Unless the Sojourn messes it up.
Right.
And you can kite it, but that's just something you've got to judge. And also you can just do it if someone's dying, just press Q.
Now, you don't have audio because you're watching stream here, but there's a Sojourn on our top right here. And I'm a little annoyed that we didn't at least try to dislodge this Sojourn, or threaten this Sojourn.
Depends how good the Sojourn is. If it's proper, I'm not going up in that window.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But if it's like Kai, it's totally safe. So.
Oh, come on.
But yeah. Obviously problematic. We do get the amp speed on the ram. Trying to avoid the sojourner.
Where was your Tracer pre-fight?
I think she died. I think she died to cast. I think she's coming from spawn, so we took a 4v5. Like I said, a little bit of a team diff going on here, but yeah.
Okay. That's Lucio diff. You should tell your team to go back and wait for the Tracer.
True, that's right. Come on, and this is a scrim too, right? It's not like
it's
this is
scrim.
random teammates.
That's your job.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. Or if it's ranked, Metro will help you out.
Oh, my favorite player.
Would you amp speed on high noon, or do you think it's probably not necessary?
Probably not here.
Okay.
The corner's so far.
True. Okay.
But I mean, a lot of the time, like if you're high nooning, your ram's going to be running in, so you'll want to be amping speed anyway.
Okay.
Like here.
Makes sense. Yeah, it lines up. Yeah.
It was probably a good time to do it.
And here it is, right? That's good. I would leave Carter here.
You're already chasing. I think that's.
Yeah,
you probably could have best at any time in the last.
That's
10
true. But we're
seconds
assuming the best. We're assuming that was on purpose, right? Surely, because next fight we're going to see it again. I'm sure.
I don't know. I've just not seen a lot of diving so far.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
This is like the standard, Season 1 Overwatch League Lucio main support gameplay.
Yeah.
Where they're standing at the back of the map.
Yeah. And like outside of like rail and sticky, like if there is opportunity that the map provides, any sort of pressure dislodging displacement is helpful. Higher risk, higher reward. Okay. And we could still. I wonder like where our Tracer is right now. Like, I wonder if
you should be starting this fight with your Tracer.
Right, and then
especially since they have like a lot of ults which you don't want to get caught by. Like you don't want to be shattered, sojourn ulted or high noon.
True.
So if you start on the flank, you're not going to get hit by those things in main.
True, that makes sense.
Okay. And then you can beat your team.
We're gonna get shattered.
Yeah.
Could smell it.
Lucky cleanse. Lucky cleanse.
And right into the high noon here too. Actually, how close was that from getting hit? Oh, I want to see how close, because we beat it right in the noon.
It's high tide.
Oh my goodness, that was like a quarter of a second.
I think the timing, you're always fine to do it there. If you get hit from the shatter, like an insta cleansed, like spamming Q, you'll live.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah.
This is just some scared gameplay. But you're probably playing it right, to be fair.
Right, okay.
It's not bad, but it's just not very aggressive.
Yeah, makes sense. And it is you in the call as well, so naturally. And here's my thought process.
I'll always go on the more aggressive side.
Right, and my thought process, especially if you're looking to level up your play a little bit, I think at least a little bit of stress testing is a good thing. Even if you feed a little bit, you learn something from it rather than playing it safe, I don't know how you feel about that.
I agree with that. It's always better to go like more on the aggression side. Because even if you die sometimes, like you've got enough pressure on you with people looking at you and shooting you that your team can do more.
Sure.
Like here, I'd probably be at the top of this wall, swooping people off high ground.
Right up here, I assume. So just dislodging them, because it feels, if you play this one well mechanically, and if you
it's almost impossible to die.
Right. The only thing you die to is maybe a really nice stick from the castle, which is still hard to do. So, and if you're struggling to wall climb and wall right up here, it's a skill issue, and you need to do it. Force it until you can actually. Right. It's like you want to be that good of a player, then you need to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Right. So. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me.
Like here, when you get shot once, just instantly start going up this wall instead of just hiding in the corner.
Right. Because ironically, we die anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, they have all the space. They can just stand there and shoot at you if you don't try and fight them.
Makes sense. Okay. Taxiing. Whoops, a little bit too fast.
Fun gameplay.
Yeah. Amp speed in the noon there. Still feels so passive. Like, what would you be doing right now? So instead of just saying, okay, we're too passive here, you said it earlier where you think we could be. What do you think now? Like, if we have a little bit of information, what
Okay,
are
so
options?
When you popped High Noon, if you can go back to like when our team pops High Noon,
Yeah, got it. Right here.
You can either go into the left room, like the far left room, or the right. You can wall ride into the wall ride into the right window.
Okay. So like here, and then oh my goodness. Okay, so
up where that Sojourn is.
Oh, I see. Up here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just kind of dislodge.
Again, like find an angle where they're not going to be looking in your direction, and make them look that way, so your team has a bit more freedom.
Right. But always, like, this feels dangerous, but it's actually remarkably safe with the cover.
Yeah, especially since you've got High Noon. They're not going to peek out wide to try and kill you.
Right.
Like, you can just go right now with this amp up into that window if you were there.
Right.
And then you're just going to have pressure. Like, I don't think you're going to kill anything there.
But she won't be able to play there.
Yeah, right? Yeah, they can't stay in that window anymore. Like, you're looking in the right place. You know, I was looking at the window shooting the Kiriko, but not going there.
Right. Okay. And then again, it feels like it here where the Sojourn ends up dropping, but we should have been we should have been there. We should have made her drop.
I mean, your Tracer was there because
right,
and you should be there with that, especially if your Tracer takes damage. It's always nice for Tracer players if they don't have their recall forced.
True. You can see it again here too, like where look how passively our Ram is positioned. Surely we could be helping our Tracer here. Like, okay, our Tracer's really far in, but like holding up here.
You should be going left.
Maybe a boop here.
Yeah, 100%. You can be in the train. Again, they have nothing that can really chase you in this comp. So unless you're getting one shot.
Right. There's the amp speed.
Yep. It's all good.
Would you go in for like? I hate to use this term because it's so overused. But would you go for a Reddit Lucio player? Would you boop these guys in?
Probably. I mean, you don't really need to because you've already won the fight.
That's true.
You're just winning this off ult economy, so
sure.
No need to do anything crazy.
That's true.
But you could, if you're confident, like, if you think you won't die.
Sure.
Even if you will die, you probably backfires from spawn anyway, it doesn't matter that much.
Sure. Here's the positioning that we were looking for earlier, right?
But you shouldn't just be doing this when your team is here, you should be doing this alone as well.
Right. Whoop. Ooh, Ajax on the enemy Lucio.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. What do you think about our positioning there? There was an active High Noon, which was making things awkward. But what do you think?
I think it was fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure there's much more you can do there. It's nice you held on to beat as well.
Yeah.
I hope you typed Ajax in match chat when the enemy Lucio Ajax. That's the most important
real
thing.
pros don't even say it. You just say AJ. That's all.
I typed Ajax the whole year.
Yeah. What Hunter was always coming up with new combos as well, like Rein Jax or
Majax. Majax is the best.
Majax.
Majax, Blajax.
Majax, yeah. Majax happens all the time because the cast is forever as well too, so you can really get it. You know, they're coming out of ice.
I remember a lot of Majaxes last year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had to remember who our May player was as well, so obviously problematic. I feel like we should just as I say that, we just beat it. What do you think? Okay, not so much.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Bastion's press shift.
Yeah.
You can just beat and run at him.
Sure.
Like an AI and just literally walk in his face and tank it because you don't care.
Yeah.
It's probably a little not aggressive enough for using beat there, but
nice little peel on the Ramantra there. This should be a full cap, surely. Surely we get full cap. Oh no, Tracer's dead. Oh no. There's aggression. I think it's the first time we've got aggressive this entire VOD. Let's go.
It pays off.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now ball will stall for 6 years.
There's no way you can lose this.
No, never. Perfectly. Nice. Okay, so
it's criminal youth on this map.
Yeah.
With I mean, not your gameplay, but
yeah. So
start of that round.
yeah, it was not good. So main takeaways for our Lucio player. What are like if you were to pick a couple of basic points, what would you say?
Dive more. I think when there's nothing like when it's hard for their team to kill you on hit scan. Like on hit scan characters, you can pick really weird angles for them to shoot you at.
Sure. And I think what you said, like even with the first fight, was so eye-opening when it comes to how you were diving. Is you talked about taking the bridge because it allowed you to come from an angle and allowed you to come without getting shot from 6 miles away, right?
Yeah, and there's just free space against all these like static comps. It'll be the same if you play against Sigma comps and like Bapsen and stuff like that.
Sure.
There's always a lot of free space on the map.
Sure.
You should always try and take it.
Sure.
People always talk about tank players taking space, but
sure,
you can do it on any hero.
Sure. Makes total sense. So